Welcome back to the channel, another segment of online arbitrage. This is where I go online, I buy a lot of stuff. This time I bought some clothes and then I flip it back online through my 2 eBay stores and make some profit. So let me show you guys what I got into today. Let me show you the lot that I purchased. So here it is called a vintage champion t-shirt lot. Different colors, sizes, clothing lot. That's how they labeled it. Here are the photos that they provided. And let's see, there's that color, the blue, the dark blue, looks like a reddish orange maybe, another blue, the champion logo, an old school champion label, size medium, champion size 52 on the hip there. These do look to be vintage. We'll see once we open them up, but you never know. They look to be old champion tees, so we got this lot. And they took a lot of photos, as you can see. Gave us a good look at it. And you can see there's plenty to look through. So that's the end of it there. So everybody knows about champion tees. A lot of people like to wear those. They're usually high quality. The older ones do sell for a little bit more money. I'm not a huge fan of champion. I don't know a lot about them. I'm not an expert on it, but I do know that that vintage market is something that is interesting. A lot of people search for vintage champion online, so we're going to take a look at these, see if they are true vintage, then check the market out and see what they're selling for. What does a vintage champion tee sell for? And I know what you're asking yourself. You're asking, how much did you pay for this? Well, I paid 99 cents. Well, technically I paid $17.34 shipped, but it was a 99-cent auction. It sold for 99 cents plus shipping. $17.34 to my door, showed up. Took a while to get here, but it's here now, and so we're going to dig into it. We're going to cut the bag open and see what these champion t-shirts look like. So let's take a look. There you see it. They wrote champion t-shirt lot or shirt lot on here on the package. So this auction ended on the 22nd, and here it is the 5th, and it's showing up on my door. The reason is it's coming from Puerto Rico. So this one came all the way from Puerto Rico, some vintage champion t-shirts. Let's dig into this box, open it up, and take a look at them. Alright, we've got a hole in one side, so my guess is that we tip this up. They might just slide right out. Alright, there they are. A nice batch of champion t-shirts. Let's take them out in the photo station. So I think I'm going to take that lot out into the photo station, lay them out, and give you guys a look at them and photograph them as I show them to you. Kind of similar to I have done in the past with the clothing lots that I've bought. There is some more online arbitrage on the channel if you guys are a fan of this. I do it quite regularly. But let's take these tees out there and see what they look like. Alright, it appears this first one has a little bit of a stain on it, so we might have to treat that stain and throw it in the wash, but let me give you a look at it. It's green in color, kind of a light green. So here's a look at the first one. It has this embroidered champion on here in the blue and the white. And you can see this is the old label here, the medium-sized champion label. So these are true vintage. At least this one is size medium. And this was what I was talking about. Over here there's a little bit of stain right in this area, a couple little spots. And right here it looks like almost a pen or something. So we'll have to put some stain remover on that, run it through the wash, and see if we can get that out. Alright, we're going to try to shout it out. We got some shout stain remover here. We're working those stains a little bit, getting the finger into that grit, whatever it is. It appears to be coming out a little bit, so hopefully we'll work it a little bit more and that will be gone. So that's just part of the clothing game. You got to learn how to get stains out. You got to be ready for stains. Have the proper supplies ready to deal with them, especially if you're doing online arbitrage. A lot of people don't wash their stuff with it before they send it to you, so sometimes it comes with the little stains that you got to deal with. So we got one there. True vintage, so people are a little bit more lenient when they get to vintage. You know that if it's 20 years old, it's going to have a few little stains probably if they people used to wearing vintage like that are probably used to having a few little marks on their shirt. But let's look at some of these others and check the condition. All right, here is shirt number 2, a nice red shirt with a blue color on the front there, the Champion logo, and then you see the old school Champion label right here. This one is a size large. So if you're looking for vintage, that's kind of what the vintage label looks like. We'll have to do some research to make sure this is the real deal and see what these t-shirts are fetching online. So luckily that one appears to be stain free, so we're going to get that one photographed and ready to be listed. Right, here's the next one, a nice dark blue, I think it is. It's almost black, it's so dark. And it has the big C, the big Champion C on the front there. Let me give you guys a closer look at that. It's kind of got that embroidered feel to it. Nice, yeah, definitely all embroidered there. And then the little Champion C on the sleeve as well. And this one is a size medium on that vintage Champion tag. So this one appears to be in good condition. So we're 2 for 3 right now. Alright, so we got 2 more to go. Looks like in total this was a 5 shirt lot. We had the one that was stained, and then the last 2 that I showed you. Let's look at the next one. Alright, this one is blue and white, kind of has gray highlights as well. Not so sure this one is actually vintage. Let me show you. This one says size 52 here on this label. As you look, it kind of has that mesh design. There's the Champion on the front, and this label, which is kind of flipped up, is the Heritage Athletic Apparel. It's called Heritage Athletic Apparel, size 2XL on this one. So as you can see, it's a little different than the others. It does have the Champion there on the sleeve. So even if that one is not a true vintage tee, it's still probably worth, $20, because 2XL, it's got that mesh and the nice white and gray accents. So I think someone's definitely going to want these. Size 52, which is a good sell-through rate when you get into those bigger sizes. That's what you want. So I'm not entirely disappointed with this one. Sure, I wanted a vintage Champion tee, but if this one isn't vintage, but it is 2XL and desirable, then we'll take it. The way I'm looking at it is one shirt will pay for the lot and the others will be the profit. So when you pay $17.34, it doesn't take much to make your money back. One sale and then the others, like I said, pure profit. Alright, we've made it to the final shirt of this online arbitrage purchase. I want to thank you guys for watching thus far. Just a reminder, after I'm done photographing these and showing them to you, I think I'm going to do a little look into the sell-through rate of Champion t-shirts. So if you want to stick around, see what the sell-through rate is, see what the vintage ones are selling for versus the newer branded ones. That will be kind of interesting to take a look at and examine a little bit. So stick around for that, but first let's take a look at this last tee. Alright, here's a look at it. It is kind of that orangish color with the blue highlights. It does appear to have a little bit of stains here in the belly area and on the back. So here is the 2 stains on the front. So we'll probably have to wash this one as well. Yeah, you can definitely see the staining on the back as well. I'm not sure if someone leaned up against something or if that's like a bleeding from the blue on the front. But right here you see some different discoloration. So we're going to have to run this one through the wash, maybe spray it as well, and try to get that stain out of there. Good news is that if you look at the tag here, it does appear to be a true vintage Champion tee. So if we can get that stain out of there, we'll be looking alright on this one. So we got 2 for the wash and 3 to be listed. I'm not exactly entirely happy with stained t-shirts, but when you pay 99 cents for a lot, you can't really complain to them. I'm not sure if I'll even message them about it. I'll probably just try to wash it out. And if it doesn't come out, I can always put these t-shirts online for 99 cents and get my money back. But the other 3 looked alright, so we're going to get those listed right now. And like I said, I'll throw these 2 with the stains through the wash and hope for the best. Alright, we gave this one a second dose of the goods, and hopefully that one we kind of sprayed the problem areas. We'll run it through the wash and see what happens. I think if we can get the stains on the front to come out, those little marks on the back might not be as big of an issue. We'll just let people know there's a little discoloration on the back. But who knows, it might all wash out. It might just be some dirt from leaning up against a truck or something. Yeah, when you do an online arbitrage purchase like this, it's kind of fun to kind of think about where these shirts came from, when you're thinking, oh, this one came all the way from Puerto Rico, maybe some hard-working guy that his wife's cleaning out his closet, trying to get rid of some old Champion tees he's had in the closet forever. She probably went and got him some new t-shirts and was trying to sneak these out and make a few bucks, and ran a 99-cent auction hoping for the best. She doesn't really know how to eBay, you know, throw it up for 99. Maybe someone will bid these up. These are old vintage tees. But she doesn't know, you know, the market has changed a little bit. There's no bidding wars anymore for old Champion t-shirts, you know, unless you have the right ones. So this one went for 99 cents. She did get a decent amount of shipping on it, but again, it's coming all the way from Puerto Rico, so she had to pay that fee. But I think she made out all right. You know, I don't feel too bad. She made a few bucks off me, and I'm gonna make a few bucks off her, so win-win in the end. But let's take a look and see how this Champion t-shirt market is doing. I'm kind of curious now that I have the product here in hand. I haven't done the research yet, so I'm gonna take a look real quick, see what the Champion t-shirt and what vintage Champion t-shirts are selling for online, the sell-through rate. So when you search eBay by keyword Champion t-shirt, it shows you that there's 76,000 listed. You check the completed sold listings, and it shows that there's 7,600 have sold in the last 90 days. So not a great sell-through rate. There is some sales, but there's not a huge demand for Champion t-shirts. Let's check out the vintage market though. That's what we have mostly here. Most of them are true vintage. So let's check out the vintage and see how how the sell-through rate improves when we add that ever present word that people search for, vintage, right? People want that vintage gear, and that's what we have here. So let's see what the sell-through rate is for vintage Champion tees. So when you search keyword vintage Champion t-shirt, it shows that there's 17,000 listed. You check the solds, and there's 2,500 sold in the last 90 days. So a little bit better sell-through rate, but still not great. But let's take a look at some of these sales. So these are just at random, the most recent ended sold vintage t-shirts. $18 for that one, $29.99 for that one. There's a tank top, North Carolina, whoa, 62 they take a best offer. There's a lot sold for $20. $85 for a World Cup Honda t-shirt. So these are a lot of them specialized. $45 for that one, $13.99, $33. Purdue t-shirt for $19. So ours are not branded like that, not with any logos on them. $100 for Marquette basketball. So you can see there are some big money t-shirts that are out there, but they have to have those graphics on them. $350 for an Olympics t-shirt, Kurt Angle on it. $25 for New York Yankees tee. Now there is a solid vintage gray t-shirt for $34.99. So that's kind of what we're looking at. That's just a blank one. I think what I need to do is add the keyword blank to our search and see what comes up then. Then we kind of get a true representation of what we have here. We don't have any graphics on ours. So those big money graphic tees that have Kurt Angle on them or somebody special like that that are back from the 80s or before, those are obviously worth a little bit more money because they're rare. But let's see what a blank Champion tee, vintage tee, is going for. Honestly, on searching this, I'm not finding a lot of what we have here. I'm certainly finding some sweatshirts. The reverse weave sweatshirts, those are popular. Champion sweatshirts are selling a little bit more than the tees, but I think all the graphic tees are the ones that are selling for the big money. So I'm going to search through the solds a little bit, see what I can find, and maybe I'll just price mine as I see fit if I don't find a lot of evidence of what we have here. So again, there's another one of those Champion vintage reverse weave sweatshirts. $60 that one sold for. Here's one kind of similar to what we have, selling for $19.99. That's kind of the price point I'm thinking on these. Here's one of these blank jerseys. There have been a couple of these that I've seen here. This one's selling for $40, so keep an eye out for the blank jerseys like that. Again, here's another one of those jerseys. This is in the Lakers colorway, the purple and gold. $42. There's a blank orange one for $29.99, so I think we're right on track with that price point. Yeah, I think I'm going to list them up for $19.97. That's a good starting point as far as I'm seeing. There's not a lot of those out on the market in the sold category, so We'll price them at $19.97. I think that's a good starting price, and we'll accept offers on those. And then the ones that get out of the wash, we'll probably have to list a little bit cheaper, maybe 9 or 14, somewhere in that range. But overall, I think a decent buy. You know, when you're spending $17.34, you can't really go wrong. You sell one, and there's your money back. Anything else you make is pure profit. This will be quick, 3 quick listings today. I'll get those up, and hopefully some of these champion teas will sell and we'll be in the profit in no time. Hopefully you guys learned a little something. I think the takeaway here is to keep an eye out for those champion reverse weave sweatshirts. That's the one selling for good money, as well as those blank jerseys. So stuff I didn't know about in the champion category. So sometimes you're paying for the education. That's what we're paying for here. We did this little lot, paid $17.34 for it. And it forced me to look into Champion a little bit. It forced me to learn about some of the graphic tees that are selling. Get eyes on what's out there in that market. The sell-through rate on Champion, not great, but there are some items that are selling still. So you got to be ready when you go to the thrift shop, and keep an eye out for those. When you see that Champion label, know that it has to be vintage. It has to be the true vintage, and that those sweatshirts and those jerseys are the ones to look out for. So hopefully you guys had learned a little something here today and had fun looking at this little online arbitrage purchase, and that you'll be back for more in the future. I want to thank you for sticking with me through this one to the very end, especially as I stumble over my words here, trying to figure out how I'm going to end this one. But I think I'm going to stop by telling you guys that this is just part of what I do on the channel. I'm an online clothing seller, full-time eBayer with 2 eBay stores, a reseller for the last 20 years. So if you want to follow my channel, feel free to hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time so I can monetize my channel. I've been working on it for a year now, and I'm well on my way, about approaching halfway to where I want to be. But if you could watch a few more videos, come on back, watch my vlog. I have a daily vlog that comes out, as well as these online arbitrage purchases and storage unit cleanouts, and Brian reads the news segments. If you want to hear me read about the news, that's up there too. Take a look at the channel, browse around a little, watch a few videos, come on back for some more, and we'll see you on the next online arbitrage purchase. Thanks again. Bye.